read is item S. This got put on last night, SND 2026-0184, the land off Basford View, Cheddleton, a self-built bungalow. That was approved on the 9th of June. Item U, SND 2025, I've put this on the agenda, it's item number 0429, the skateboard park removal of equipment and 2 paddle courts. This, we've mentioned it previously prior to this new system of listing agenda items, but that has been, it went to planning last month at SMDC and was approved. But I've just put it formally back on, even though we discussed it in the old system. SMD 2025-0145, this is item V, the land adjacent to Coppice Barn, Hollow Lane, a proposed self-build development. This is the plot of land next to Coppice Barn as you're going towards Fold Terrace. That was refused at the planning committee on the 25th of May this year. As discussed at the last meeting, item W, there's been a formal appeal notice and representations had to be received by today, and a full Cheddleton Parish Council report saying that to uphold the enforcement notice and not to consent the appeal has been submitted. That has to go to their offices in Slough. You can't see it on the planning portal.
People have got till 11
midnight
59, yeah, today. If anybody wants,
tonight.
yeah, if anybody wants to still put comments on it, it's still open. Thank you.
The next one is X. DOC 2026-0059, Ivy House, Farm Rowell Road. This is a discharge of conditions on a planning application that was approved in April, and they've extended the consultation to the 17th of this month. We have previously made comments about the footpath that's in close proximity to this. Item Y, again, is Ivy House Farm, but this is DOC 2026-0058, one prior to 59. And again, the further consultation on this one has been extended to the 24th of this month. We have made comment. Building consent was approved in April of this year, but it's regarding a discharge of condition. And one final one, FF, under item 8. Again, this, and I think we'll probably get to the point where we're not catching up with the system that we adopted in the past. But SND 2025-0276, the land northeast of Brun Lane, we didn't object. It's the conversion or alteration extension of an agricultural building to form a self-built dwelling house. That was approved on the 1st of June 2026 this year. So that's an update on the things. Everything else is awaits or still ongoing. Item 9, new applications for comments. We've only had one planning application since our last meeting, and that's SND 2026-0216. It's for 137 Willow Drive. I did share a couple of pictures. I don't know if you can pass them around. In Cheddleton, it's off Villa Road. It's on at the back of the St Edward's estate. It's for a conversion of a garage and change of use of that double garage into a single holiday let unit. It's a delegated decision and our consultation period ends on the 23rd of this month. Now, I've got, I don't know if everybody can see sufficiently. Do you want another one over there? I can use this. The red star is quite specific. The red star is a double garage on the picture at the top here. When you go on the portal, you can enlarge it and it looks, well, it's Google, it's courtesy of Google Maps. But that is where the garage is. And if you're looking at this picture, this image, it's at the very end of a close. Willow Drive is a close. And there is parking, which you can actually see determined on the top map on the back for 4 cars. But the proposal is to convert the garage into a holiday let. If you look at the reverse, you've got the pictures of how it is at the moment with the garage doors. We're going to brick up with light brick to make just a window and a single door and put conservatory doors at the back. There's tree preservation orders on all the trees. But there's hard standing up to the front of the garage already. There's a condition suggested by the applicant that no materials are stored in the garden, or no plants or equipment encroaches on the garden space at the rear of the property. It's the end of a cul-de-sac, fairly substantial houses down that road. Does anybody have any comments? Michelle.
The parking, if you want to get a car out, that doesn't make sense. If they're coming to go to the holiday let, they're blocking in 2 cars.
It's a bit unfortunate how they've done it. I see exactly what you mean, but
I don't see how that's going to work.
I mean, one would assume if you're coming on holiday there, it is only a single bedroom place.
Yeah.
That there's only one car bringing those people to visit it. That's a big assumption, but
is it going to do the neighbours?
No, there's no objections
Do
whatsoever.
they know about it?
Yes, oh yes.
Yeah.
Will it end up like a granny flat?
No, because there is a further provision that they have to change the use from C. If I've got this the wrong way around, I apologise. From C5 to C3 or C3. No, I'm right. C5 to C3, and it is not annexed accommodation to extend be processed by the main dwelling. It is purely for a single holiday let, and if they used it for anything other, then it's a breach of the plan. So,
sorry, is it appropriate for me to ask a favour?
I can take a question if you want me to.
Do we know if there are any restrictive covenants on it? Because very often with new builds, they'll put a restrictive covenant on the use of how the actual building is set. Now, I know those have been there a few years, but is there a potential that they might fall foul of their own rights? Now, to be honest with you, those restrictive covenants often are a big selling point, but aren't necessarily as rigorously enforced as they might be. But it might be worth just finding out if there are, and get an assurance from the homeowner that they won't be in breach of any restrictive covenants that may come back and bite them. Sorry.
Thank you.
I don't think any objection to this one. There's nothing new and hurting anybody parking your car. But obviously one bedroom place. I can't see any problem with it, no objection.
No. I mean, I'm personally of the opinion not to object, but I think the member of the public that's raised a question, no objection, subject to restrictive covenants being...
Yeah. There are a lot of covenants on that estate. Like you can't take your washing out. No, you can't.
Bins.
So bins and all that.
Do people come around and burn it if you do?
They don't know.
Sue's just said that if it's a planning restriction,
Yeah.
but we'll just put that as a caveat on the no objection, yes? Okay? So, moving on to item 10, this is where we get back to footpaths.
Oh, it's hot in here, isn't it? Is anybody out?
Okay, so item 10A is additional footpath. Right of way ROW 33545541 from Staffordshire County Council is additional public footpaths between Deep Haze and Crown Point with a modification order 2024. The exchange